Hello, welcome to PLG 13. This news broadcast is brought to you by the students at Nelson County High School.
This is Jada Marks and I am Morgan Johnson. Today we will be speaking about some topics regarding our school. Every start of a school year brings new changes, whether big or small. Today we'll be talking about many of those changes, particularly at Nelson County.
Let's not waste our time and get started. Can you introduce the first topic for us, Morgan?
Our first topic covers the overall school view of Nelson County.
For an overall school view and see how everyone started in this school year, we interviewed students from each grade, starting with a freshman. It's her first year in high school, so let's see how she likes it.
It's been going pretty good. I haven't, had any problems with students or teachers. But there has been a couple of those students that have just had a really bad attitude, but I try to ignore them because this year needs to be a good year. Last year I didn't go here, but there was a lot of stories of fights and students being very disrespectful. So this year the attitudes just seem like it's really changed. The school's been a lot stricter this year on everything, like dress code and phones aren't allowed to be out, but you can use your phone in the hallways. I'm excited to see kind of finding my way around the school and just seeing how this year goes, seeing if next year will be better. I want to see the school spirit get a little bit higher because there's a lot of people just Nelson County. I just kind of want it to be more like Nelson County, woo.
It's been going good, not too stressful yet, but it has its faults. They've just been going with the flow, trying their hardest to pass so far. Last year they didn't really care and just didn't try as hard as they could. The motivation from the school and just the falls of the school also. I want more participation in the school spirit, and that's about it.
The school year has been much better than my past 2 years, I guess. I'm a junior this year, so yeah, it's been a lot better. They definitely like the school year much better than last year. Much better vibe, I guess, coming from the school. It's a million times better, honestly. New administration, new teachers. I think everybody's just ready for the school to get better. Football games, definitely. I think our team's going to be a lot better this year.
Pretty good. Same as usual every year. Some kids have some attitudes, like always, but it's not too bad. Mostly, you can deal with it. They're not too bad. A lot of kids are helpful, but some people have attitudes and whatnot. It improved for sure. It was worse last year, absolutely. But the new rules we got now keeps them in check most of the time with the minor infractions and stuff. Yeah, because how bad it was last year and the years before, the teachers and the school board decided to step up their game with discipline, and now kids know to not talk back as much of things. I'm excited for the new computers we have in the social media room and what we can do with them, and the ways we can improve our news and things that have to do with that. I'd like to see our school spirit improve for sure, because the sophomores aren't that good at it every year. They've kind of been sucky.
Thank you for taking your time out of the day for us. We would like to ask about the students' point of view, especially regarding the new principal.
We have a new principal. I'm just kidding. Let's say something about it, Jaden.
Our new principal is Miss Jury. We invited her here to be interviewed today and talk a little about the changes, expectations, and impressions on the school.
I am loving it. We've had a great start to the school year, and really getting to know a lot of parents and students, and things are going really well. I've been very pleased. Well, I think that we implemented the school-wide expectations, so that has really helped this school year. We've got homecoming coming up very soon, and we've got some new things planned for that. We're going to go with the movie theme this year for homecoming, and students are going to be allowed to be out of dress code as long as they follow the guidelines. And so that's pretty exciting. We're looking at having a homecoming dance, tailgating before the homecoming game, so we're excited about those events. By far, our students and our staff. I think that I would put our students and staff up against any other school students and staff, because we have students and teachers and staff who work very hard. They care about each other, and they care about this school. So I'm very excited to have them in the school. I think an area that we could definitely grow in is getting our students more involved and having more school spirit. So we're doing some things to improve on that and sharing those things with the students. And I think that once we get that idea out there, that will grow. We have a new pep club sponsor this year, Miss Clausen, and she's doing a phenomenal job of going around and getting people excited. I think allowing opportunities during homecoming week will help when students can dress up. We're going to have door decorating contests. We're going to decorate the halls and that kind of thing, and increase the pep rallies that we have, and then also to increase not only with the sports programs but with our academics, celebrating them just as we did with the AP exams, and we went in and had a mini pep rally. We're going to do that with National Honor Society and with ACT scores, and so just celebrating students constantly and not just occasionally, I think will help. I think that, we would have a faculty and staff who are doing what they're doing. They're working with the students. Our students would have the school pride. They would say, no teenager ever wants to go to school, as you know, but they would want to be here. They would enjoy being here, and they get the total experience in the high school. That they not only have high academics, but great sports programs, and also great clubs and opportunities to be involved. I think that we're doing well. I think that football is getting better every week. Every time that I'm out there, I watch them, and I can tell that they've made improvements. I was ready to storm the field with Bardstown. We were getting close and let that one slip away, but I think they're definitely on the right track for making improvements. Our soccer teams are doing very well. Golf is getting ready to go to regions, and we have possibility of having some in state there. Volleyball is getting better every week, so I think we're doing well. We're on the upswing, so that's good. I think it's going to just keep getting better and better. At first, students weren't real sure what to think about the new school-wide expectations that had been set forth, but they have taken them, they've run with it, and they're doing really well. And I think that as we continue, even as we have transfer students come in, they're going through the same kind of process that students did at the beginning of the year. So I think that helps as well, so that everybody is on the same page and we're being consistent.
We not only have a new principal, but we have a total of 25 new staff members. We will introduce some of them to you.
My initial opinion of Nelson County Schools was very positive. I met Miss Jury, and she was just so enthusiastic about what our new vision was going to be and what, the positive changes that we were making here. And our students are, we have great kids, we really do. They're smart, they're willing to help out, they are creative, so it's just a very good impression.
What do you think of the new stricter rules, like the dress code, the phone policy, and all of that?
I think the dress code and the new policies are very positive. I think for my own children, they do better when they have expectations. And I think kids know that they're loved when they have expectations, and that expectations are consistent.
How was your time at Nelson County in your opinion? About like the kids and everything specifically?
I'm sorry?
Like their behavior, like after you've had time here, you've had to, have them in class, has your opinion changed after your initial reaction?
My initial reaction was I was excited, but after I got to know the kids and see them, I was even more excited, because it was like I've heard great things, but then I got to see great things for myself, and that just took it to a whole nother level of what great potential we have here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Here's recording. Okay, so what was your initial opinion about Nelson County?
Okay. So I had two first initial opinions. I had the one when I first met the teachers and when I met the students. When I met the teachers, I really liked the people I was going to be working with. When I got to know the students that first day, it was definitely different from what I'm used to with my previous school, but I liked it. I saw a lot of happy faces, some good people, so I had good impressions on both accounts.
Different from what other people would say. How has like your time here changed your opinion? Like after dealing with students and interacting with teachers.
I've seen that it's not always going to be easy. I mean, that's kind of a given. But even the ones that I have the problems with, I've seen that they can be the students that we want them to be, even the worst ones. And I've noticed that in every student I've had before. No matter how bad they are, there's always that one little good spot, and that's what I look for. So.
What do you think about the new rules in Nelson? Like the dress code, the no putting your head down on phones?
I like them. I mean, yeah, I like them. Now they're a hassle to enforce and stuff like that because it happens a lot. But I like I've always been kind of against the dress code, but I've seen what is allowed, and it's like, okay, that's pretty easy to do. Because I've seen a bunch of collared shirts, and then the t-shirts underneath. So I think with the way that it's done pretty well.
So, what was your initial opinion of Nelson County?
I liked it. So far, it's been great.
Like,
My initial opinion when I first walked in. The people were friendly, like everyone was willing to help me. Like I had no idea where anything was, obviously. So like my first 2 times here, I had to grab like the students, like please show me the way to the bathroom, and they were always helpful. So that was my first impression of people always nice and willing to help.
after like your experience with students and other teachers, has it changed at all?
No, not really. Like so far, like everyone in the science department is great. Like Mr. Shannon's wonderful, Miss Dunn, Miss Lowe, they've all been helpful to me in every way I could possibly need them to. So no, it hasn't really changed too much.
What do you think about like the new rules, like the dress code, the phones, and head and stuff like that?
I like it. It makes my job easier. Like I don't like kids to have cell phones in my classroom, so it's easier on me if everyone in the building follows the same rule.
Okay, thank you very much. Those are the main questions.
Now on to another change in our school, the minor and major infraction system. Jaden?
Thank you, Morgan. Today on the news, minor and major infractions are spreading to students like a virus, especially at Nelson County High School. More and more of these students are getting these referrals throughout the school year daily. A lot of these students are walking through the halls holding infractions. Schools use infractions to keep the kids in order. Without them, schools would be out of control, students wouldn't learn anything, and they wouldn't be ready for the real world.
Now on to a similar topic, major referrals. These referrals could be given to you for the possession of drugs, alcohol, or weapons. Another way you could get these infractions is if you are fighting or bullying. The result of a major infraction could be suspension for a number of days, or you could possibly be expelled.
That's quite hard, and I don't want to think about what would happen then. So let's talk about another topic. Our library got some new things.
I am excited about the new furniture that we're receiving in the library, and other things that are happening here at Nelson County, such as the new principal coming on board. We have a good start to the year with culture building, and just different things like that. I'm excited because we started a makerspace here, so kids can get more creative. We did International Dot Day on Friday, and the kids were able to get some of that creativity in. They've created a fort using leftover cardboard boxes and different things like that. So I'm excited about kids being able to create. Last school year, at the end of last school year in February, we were able to add some furniture and different ways for students to be able to charge devices and things like that. And over the summer, we also added 30 new computers with Premiere Pro capabilities and all the Adobe suite. So that has been a huge help with the media class and things like that. I would like to have more students in creating, have more students in here checking out books. We have the KBA, which is the Kentucky Bluegrass Awards, contest going on where students can vote for one of 10 books. And that seems to pull a lot of, they're always excellent reads, and that pulls a lot of students into the library. By the end of the school year, I would like to see us increase the amount of students we have participating in the Kentucky Bluegrass Awards. Last year we had like 25 and out of like 800 students, so I would like to increase that more. And I have 5 of each of those books, so I have 50 of those books here in the library.
Okay, then we talked about our last topic today. We talked a lot about things in the United States. Now we have a topic that also affects Europe. On our school, we always have a lot of exchange students. This year, we have also 2, one of Germany and another one from Italy. We met the 2 girls and made a short interview with them to learn something about their culture and see how they feel so far away from their home. Morgan, it's your turn for the interview.
It was great. Sometimes it was interesting to learn all the new people and typical American high school and stuff. It was quite cool. I like the people and the subjects, but I don't like all the rules like the dress code and that you're only allowed to go to the toilet with the hallway passes and then only once a month in every lesson. And that you are not allowed to eat and drink in every lesson. It's a little bit different from Germany, but it's okay. Yeah, the school definitely. The subjects, the timetable, the food, everything is much bigger, and except for spoons. But then you have school buses and. The cars are bigger, there are more trucks. Everyone lives, it's more on the real country, and what you call in Germany a country isn't really country. You can compare it to country here. Oh, and I like the mailboxes in front of the street. It made it kind of easier. Because as soon as people know that I'm from Germany, they are very interested and ask a lot of questions. So it's not the cultural differences, it's more that they like it. But if they don't know that I'm from Germany, I'm just a normal student and nobody cares. So it makes it easier. I love making music and listening to music. But I have a lot of stuff to do with my art homework, so the most time I'm sitting on homework, especially for art. If I don't do homework, I'm reading or playing guitar. Oh, that's hard because I love candy. Everything the sweet is great. But I love Kinder Bueno from Germany. And here, maybe the popcorn. I love the popcorn. 4, I think. German, of course. English was my second language. I had 4 years of Latin, but I can't speak it. We basically just translate stuff. And I had 2 years of French, but I'm not that good. I can say that I don't speak French and that I'm from Germany, but that's basically it. I think it was my first thought when I thought about an exchange year, so I wanted to see how it is to be in a high school for 1 year, because you see it in the movies. A lot of movies are from America. You always hear about it. It's great to experience this for 1 year. German is much rougher and harder than English, especially the writing is different, of course, and how you say it. I have an example to show how rough the German language can be. For the word butterfly in English, then it's papillon in French. It's sweet and like a butterfly. But if you speak it in German, it's Schmetterling. That's maybe a little bit extreme spoken, but it's a rough language. It would be boring, but maybe I would show you the ice cream bar. The ice cream's great, but you shouldn't come in the winter, then they're closed. I could show you the one closed shopping center, but that's basically it. I can bring you to the grocery store. Yes, I don't do any sports because I'm not a very sporty person. I am in drama club yet, I think, and I joined some choir stuff. And I would also do marching band, but I don't have time for it, so I think I will be back in Germany in 10 years. I definitely want to come back to the US after my year here and see some more places and stuff, but I think I will live in Germany. I don't know what I will do as a job, but it will be a surprise.
What has been your experience so far at Nelson County High School?
It's good because I'm making friends and I like this place. I like this place. I like everything, just the food at cafeteria. Yes, between Italy and the USA there are a lot of difference. The food, I think in Italy is healthy, and people are different, and the clothes or the weather.
Did cultural differences make it hard to make friends?
I think no, because in Italy is easier make friends at school, but in America is easier make friends at sport.
What's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
I like hang out with friends or watching movies.
What is your favorite American and home country candy?
I like M&M's, and in Italy I like Kinder.
How many languages can you speak?
I speak Italian, French, Spanish, and a bit English.
Why did you choose to come to the USA?
I love the USA.
How is your home language different from English?
Italian is harder than English because we have more article or prepositions. It's harder.
Tell me more about your hometown. If I came to visit you, where in your hometown would you take me? What would you show me?
Rome is a famous city, so I would visit you like the old building, the place, the fountains, parks, and everything.
What ways would you like to get involved in our school? Do you have any interest in playing a sport or joining a club at our school?
I still don't know.
In 10 years, where would you like to be living and what would you like to be doing?